All right, welcome to The Explainer. Today, we are jumping headfirst into a fantastic romantic suspense saga from the legendary Nora Roberts, the Stars of Mithra trilogy.
So let's start with the legend that really gets this whole story rolling. We're talking about three incredible diamonds. Steeped in myth, supposedly holding immense power. And, of course, they're sought by anyone and everyone who craves that kind of power.
Okay, here's our game plan. We're going to trace the path of these diamonds, going book by book, and watch as each star drags a new, unsuspecting woman into this incredibly dangerous game.
So what is all the fuss about? Well, let me tell you, these aren't just any diamonds. They're believed to hold some serious, world-changing power.
The stakes are just incredibly high from the very beginning. You've got a shadowy, ruthless figure who wants these stones, and they will absolutely spill blood to get them. No question.
So our story begins with the first book, Hidden Star. We meet the first diamond and a woman who has lost absolutely everything, including her own name.
And this gives us our first classic pairing. You have Bailey James, who seems like a damsel in distress but has all this hidden strength, and she walks right into the office of Cade Paris, a cynical private eye who thinks he is totally immune to surprises. Bailey literally remembers nothing about who she is, but she is clutching this bag for dear life, and inside, a gun, a huge stack of cash, and, yep, one of the legendary Stars of Mithra.
So here's the crucial point. She isn't just a victim of amnesia. She's a witness. She's the guardian of this priceless artifact, and the killers she's running from, they're her own family.
Okay, let's move on to the second star and see how this whole thing builds. You see, Bailey sent the next stone to her friend for safekeeping, which of course pulls her friend right into the line of fire.
And here we meet our next dynamic duo. Jack Dakota's this tough-as-nails bounty hunter, and he thinks he's just picking up an easy score. He's been hired to bring in MJ for bail jumping, but he has absolutely no idea what he has just stepped into.
I love this, because what's in MJ's purse tells you everything you need to know about her. She's resourceful, maybe a little chaotic, and yep, she's carrying the second star of Mithra right there in her handbag like it's no big deal.
It really doesn't take long for them to realize they have been totally set up. The bail bondsman who hired Jack is dead, and the guys chasing them are definitely not cops. They are professional killers. Suddenly, being handcuffed together is the least of their problems.
Now, the final piece of this puzzle falls right into place with the third star, and of course, our third amazing heroine.
This pairing is just perfect. It's like ice meeting fire. You have Grace Fontaine, a woman who navigates high society with total ease, and she comes face to face with a cop who trusts cold, hard facts, not pretty faces.
So imagine this. Grace gets home, her house has been ransacked, and there's a dead body in her living room. A body that looks an awful lot like her. The police are already convinced she's the victim. So it makes things a little tricky when you have to report a murder, but you're supposed to be the murder victim.
And this is where we finally meet our main villain. He's a sophisticated and utterly lethal man named Ambassador Gregor Devine. And he sees these stones, and the women protecting them, as his property for the taking.
Okay, so now all three women are finally aware of the danger. All the pieces are on the board, and the final confrontation is set.
So this is how it all connects. You can think of it like a relay race against death. First, Bailey realizes what's happening and passes the other two stars to her friends. Then, MJ and Grace get dragged in, each fighting their own unlikely partner. And finally, the three women have to come back together to face the enemy and protect the stones for good.
Because ultimately, this whole trilogy is about so much more than just diamonds. It's really a story about three women, bound by loyalty, who find love and incredible strength, all while fighting for their lives.
And it really leaves you wondering about those invisible threads that connect us all. Are we just following a path that's already laid out for us? Or are we forging one ourselves with every choice we make? And that's our look at the Stars of Mithra trilogy. Thanks for joining me on The Explainer.